Good morning students. This is 11th class biology, lecture 2 of chapter 3, plant kingdom. Topics to be discussed today are classes of algae. Those are chlorophyceae, green color, then phaeophyceae, brown colored algae, and rhodophyceae, red colored algae. In previous lecture, I have already told you about the general characteristics and the benefits of the algae. Today, you will learn about all these classes of algae. So, these are three main classes of algae. Chlorophyceae, which are green colored algae. Then phaeophyceae, those are brown colored algae. And rhodophyceae, those are red colored algae. So, algae has these three classes. So, let's start with the chlorophyceae type of algae. So, chlorophyceae algae are called green algae, and these algae can be in form of unicellular form, okay, means single cell is present. Then these can be in colonial form or filamentous form, okay. All the three forms are found in the chlorophyceae. So I show you the diagram of Chlamydomonas in previous lecture also. See here, these are this is Chlamydomonas, okay, and this is a single cell. So this is a unicellular chlorophyceae algae, right? Now you can see here, this is volvox, okay, and this is a colony of algae. This is colonial form. So this is colonial type of chlorophyceae. Then here you can see this filament like structure, okay. These are of Spirogyra. So these filamentous structure are also found in chlorophyceae algae. Then usually grass green. So color of chlorophyceae is of grass green. Grass like green color is present in these algae, okay. And why this color is present? Due to the pigments chlorophyll A and B in chloroplast. Green color of grass is due to the presence of chlorophyll in the grass, right? And here also, like the grass, chlorophyll A and B is present in their chloroplast. That's why these algae are of grass green color. Then the chloroplast may be discoid, okay. There are different shapes of the chloroplast of these algae. These may be discoid shape, means disc like shape, okay. These can be of plate like or reticulate, means a network like formation is will be there, okay. These can be cup shaped, spiral or ribbon shaped in different species, okay. So these are different shapes of the chloroplast of chlorophyceae. Then most of the green algae have one or more pyrenoids, okay. What are these pyrenoids? These pyrenoids are storage bodies. Storage body means for the storage of food. So these pyrenoids present here store the foods, and these are located in the chloroplast of the green algae, right? And what type of food these store? Pyrenoids contain protein besides starch. So you can say in chlorophyceae, food is stored in the form of protein and starch, okay. And this protein and starch in the form of food is stored inside the pyrenoids, and these pyrenoids are located in chloroplast, okay. After that, some algae store food as oil droplets also, okay. So these are three forms of food which are stored in chlorophyceae: protein, starch, and some algae also store food as oil droplets, right? After that, they have rigid cell wall made of an inner cellulose layer. So on inner side of the cell wall, cellulose is present, and on outer side, pectose is present, okay. So cell wall is rigid, and from the outer side it has pectose, and on inner side it has cellulose. Then these are some examples of the green algae: Chlamydomonas, that is unicellular, then volvox, that forms a colony, then Eulothrix, Spirogyra, Chara, okay. So here you can see the diagram also. This Chlamydomonas is a green algae, okay. It will look like this. Then this is volvox, colonial form. Okay, this is parent colony, and these are daughter colony of the volvox. Daughter colony means which has been formed after the reproduction of the parent colony, right? And this volvox will look like this in the colonial form. Next is about the reproduction in chlorophyceae. So reproduction in chlorophyceae algae can be vegetative, asexual or sexual type of reproduction. Okay, in vegetative reproduction, these algae reproduce by fragmentation or by formation of different types of spores. So here you can see example of Spirogyra. Here Spirogyra produce different fragments and each fragment give rise to a new algae. So it can show vegetative type of reproduction. Then asexual reproduction, and in asexual reproduction by flagellated zoospores produced in zoosporangia. Okay, what happened in asexual reproduction? Here zoospores are formed. Okay, and these zoospores are formed inside a structure which is called zoosporangia, right? So here you can see this is a structure, these are zoospores. Okay, and these zoospores are motile spores which are formed during the asexual reproduction of chlorophyceae algae. So asexual reproduction occur by the motile spores called zoospores. After that, sexual reproduction, and sexual reproduction can be isogamous, anisogamous or oogamous. So what happen here? There can be fusion of similar type of gametes, dissimilar type of gametes, or the gametes in which female gamete is larger and sturdy, right? So all these three types of reproduction can be seen in algae. Here you can see the sexual reproduction in which these two gametes, these are two gametes, okay, these two gametes fuse to form the zygote here, right? So this is sexual reproduction in fungi which occur by fusion of two gametes. And this is asexual reproduction which is occurring by formation of these zoospores. Okay, these are zoospores. After that, this is vegetative reproduction where the fragments are producing the new algae, and here also in volvox vegetative propagation occurs. After that, next class of the algae is Phaeophyceae, and Phaeophyceae is also called brown algae because it is brown in color. So they are mostly marine forms. Marine forms means mostly these are found in sea or oceans. Okay, these are not found in fresh water like ponds and rivers, right? Green algae is mostly found in fresh water. So here it is found in marine water mostly. They show great variation in size and form. Okay, they can be very smaller in size or can be very large in size. They range from simple branched, simple branch type structure, filamentous forms, means filaments will be formed, to profusely branched forms. Okay, so here simple branch type structure can be present, filamentous type structure can be present, or these can be profusely branched, means very large number of branches, very large sized branches can be present. And an example is given here, that is kelps. So kelps is a brown algae which is 100 meter in height. Okay, so for an algae it is this length is so much. Okay, that is 100 meter. So kelps is 100 meter in height and it is profusely branched. And if you see an example of filamentous form of the brown algae, that is Aptocarpus, right? Now let's see about the pigments. As the chlorophyll A and B is present in green algae, which is making the green color of algae. Now what pigments are responsible for the brown color of the Phaeophyceae? So those are chlorophyll A, chlorophyll C, carotenoids and xanthophylls. So all these pigments are present in the brown algae, and that's why color of these algae is brown. Chlorophyll A, C, carotenoids and xanthophylls. They vary in color from olive green to brown depending upon the amount of xanthophyll, right? So it is not compulsory that brown color algae will always be brown. Okay, there can be olive green color also. So there are different shades of color, you can say. Okay, a little bit difference can be seen here in the colors. So that color starts from the olive green and brown color. Okay, now how these different shades will be formed? Due to presence of different amount of xanthophylls. Okay, xanthophyll here is responsible for the different shades of the color. So different amount of xanthophylls makes the different shades of the brown algae from olive green to the brown color. Okay, but mostly these are brown color, that's why these are called brown algae. And amount of xanthophyll, the xanthophyll about which we are talking here, the name of the exact pigment if we talk here. Okay, xanthophyll is a pigment, and under xanthophyll also there are many pigments which are present. Okay, so which type of xanthophyll present here in these algae? That is fucoxanthin. Okay, so if it is asked that which type of xanthophyle is present in the brown algae, so that type of xanthophyle is fucoxanthin here, which is present. These are diagrams of some brown algae. Okay, you need to make these diagrams in your notebook. Okay, practice these diagrams as well as practice the diagrams of green algae also, Chlamydomonas, Volvox, Spirogyra, all those diagrams also you need to make. So here this is laminaria, and you can see here this is divided into parts. Okay, this part of the laminaria is frond. This is called frond part. Okay, a leaf-like structure. Then this structure, which is stalk-like structure present here, is called stipe. This is stipe. After that, under it there is holdfast. Okay, with which this algae is attached to the substratum. So this structure is called holdfast. So these are three different parts of the laminaria, you can say. The body is divided into three parts, that is frond, leaf-like frond, stalk-like stipe, and the structure to attach with the substratum, that is called holdfast, right? After that, this is structure of fucus. This is also a brown algae, right? And here in the fucus, what is present? Air bladder. Okay, these are air bladders present in the frond of fucus. So this structure, leaf-like structure present here, like in laminaria, this is also called frond. But in the frond of fucus, these air bladders are also present, which is different from the frond of laminaria, right? And also you can see the midrib, like it is present in the leaves. Okay, so midrib is present here, and the structure which attaches with the substratum is called holdfast. So this is fucus. Just make this diagram in your notebook. Then this is dictyota. Okay, dictyota is another brown algae, and here also you can see the frond and stipe, and under it the holdfast will also be present, which has not been named here. Okay, so here also stipe is present and these frond are present. Okay, but the shapes are different, you can see. The shape of the frond is different in these algae. So presence of frond is a unique thing about this algae, about the Phaeophyceae. After that, about the food storage. Food is stored as complex carbohydrates. Okay, as in the green algae, food was stored in the form of starch and fats, okay, and proteins. But here food is stored as the complex carbohydrates, and these complex carbohydrates are called laminarin or mannitol. So laminarin and mannitol are complex carbohydrates which are the storage form of the food in Phaeophyceae. The vegetative cells have a cellulosic wall. Okay, so there you can say cells are covered with a cell wall, and that cell wall is made up of cellulose, and over that cellulose wall a gelatinous coating is also present, and that gelatinous coating is made up of algin. Okay, so here above the cellulose wall algin is present as a covering. After that, protoplast contains plastids. Protoplast means all the cytoplasm containing all the cell organelles. So here what are the structures present inside the protoplast of Phaeophyce? Plastids. Okay, plastids are the structure. You can say chloroplast. Okay, so plastids are present. Then central vacuole is present, which is a characteristic feature of the plant cells, right? And also nucleus is present, right? After that, plant body is attached to the substratum by a holdfast, right? You have seen in the diagram, and has a stalk that is called stipe, right? That also you have seen in the diagram, and a leaf-like structure which is called frond. And this leaf-like structure present here is the photosynthetic organ, means it can perform photosynthesis. Okay, because algae can also perform photosynthesis like the plants. So which is photosynthetic part here, that is frond. Now these are examples of the brown algae you have seen in the diagram: Ectocarpus, Dictyota, Laminaria, Sargassum and Fucus. So these are examples of brown algae. Reproduction in Phaeophyce. So reproduction in Phaeophyce can be of vegetative type, asexual type or sexual type. Then vegetative reproduction occurs by fragmentation here. Then asexual reproduction occurs by spore formation. But what is the difference between the spores of this Phaeophyce and the Chlorophyce? Here the spores are pear shaped. Okay, and these are biflagellated zoospores having two unequal laterally attached flagella. So position of flagella is on the lateral side, while the position of flagella in case of Chlorophyce is on apex, that is apical flagella, but here flagella are present on the lateral side. Then sexual reproduction can be of isogamous, oogamous or anisogamous type. Here what will happen? Union of gametes occur in water or within the oogonium. Oogonium is the structure where the female gamete is formed, the structure inside which female gamete is formed. So such type of you can say sexual reproduction occur in oogamous species. Oogamous species means where the oogamy occurs, and in oogamy, you know, female gamete is larger in size and static, means non-motile. So obviously here what will happen? The male gamete will move through the water and will reach to the oogonium where the static female gamete is present to get fused with that. Okay, so in such species fertilization occur inside the oogonium. Now gametes are also of pear shape, that is called pyriform. Pyriform is representing pear shaped form, bearing two laterally attached flagella, means flagella are attached to the lateral side. After that, next class is Rhodophyce, and this Rhodophyce, here the word rhodo is for the red color and phyce means algae. So these algae are red in color. They have red thalli. Thalli means the structure which is not differentiated into the root, stems and leaves. So red thalli is present here. And what is responsible here for the red color? Obviously some pigments will be responsible. Okay, so that red pigment is responsible for the red color of the algae. Now what is the name of that red pigment? That is R-phycoerythrin. Okay, this R-phycoerythrin is responsible for the red color of these algae. Majority are marine, means mostly these algae are found in the sea or ocean water, and especially in warmer areas these are found. They occur in both well lighted regions close to the surface of water and the great depths in the oceans where relatively little light penetrates. So these algae are either found near the surface of water or at the great depth. These are found in both regions. Okay, in the medium, you can say middle of the sea or ocean, these are usually not found. These will be present at the surface, near the surface, or at the great depth. Okay, red algae are the one of the organisms which are found in the deepest ocean. Okay, which are found in the deep layers of the oceans where very little light can penetrate. So because of the absence of the light there, most of the organisms cannot survive. but that specific light, very little light which can penetrate the deep in the deep oceans, that is suitable for the growth of red algae. After that, most of these algae are multicellular. Okay, unicellular forms are not found here. These are mostly multicellular. Some have complex body organization. Okay, body organization is of complex type. The food is stored as Floridian starch. So what is the storage form here? Like in chlorophyce, it was protein, oil droplets, okay, and starch also. Here also a complex form of starch is present to store the food, and the name of that is Floridian starch, which is structurally very similar to the amylopectin and glycogen. Okay, the structure of Floridian starch is like that of amylopectin and glycogen. These amylopectin and glycogen are also carbohydrates. Okay, these are also a complex form of carbohydrate. So all these starch, amylopectin, glycogen, these are carbohydrates having the different structures, but having the different formulas, but their structures are little bit similar of the starch, amylopectin and glycogen. Then some examples of red algae are Polysiphonia, Porphyra, Gracilaria and Gelidia. These are the diagrams you can see here. This is Polysiphonia, this branch like structure. Then this is Porphyra having this frond. Okay, and this is Gracilaria and this is Gelidium. Now these are the diagrams which you need to practice in your notebook. This is Porphyra having this frond. Okay, photosynthetic part. So this frond is like frond shape is like this. Now this is Polysiphonia, this branched structure. Okay, this is main axis of this Polysiphonia and these are branches. So make these diagrams in your notebook. After that, about the reproduction of red algae. Here reproduction in red algae can be vegetative, asexual or sexual. Vegetative reproduction will be by fragmentation, where each fragment will give rise to a new algae. Asexual reproduction is by spores. But what is the difference between the spores of the red algae from that of Chlorophyce and the Phaeophyce? In both Chlorophyce and Phaeophyce, spores are motile, but here in the red algae, spores are non-motile. Okay, so non-motile spores are found here. Then sexual reproduction is always oogamous. Okay, oogamous means female gamete is larger and static. So here oogamous type of sexual reproduction occur by non-motile gametes, and it has post-fertilization development, complex post-fertilization development. So what happens after the fertilization of gametes, zygote is formed and that undergoes development. So those developmental stages of the zygote are of complex type. Now this is a table for the comparison of different classes of algae. By comparing these algae, by comparing the different features of these algae like this, it will be easier to learn all the features of these algae by you. Okay, so let's compare the features of these algae so you can easily learn the features. So first of all, let's start with the Chlorophyce. Here the word chloro means chlorophyll. Okay, and you know color of the chlorophyll is green. That's why this chloro word is representing here chlorophyll, that is for green color, and phyce is algae. That's why the color of these algae is green color. Okay, so these are green color algae. Then Phaeophyce is for the brown algae. Here pheo word is for the one of the pigment which is responsible for the brown color, and phyce means the algae. So these are brown algae. Then Rhodophyce means red algae. Then let's talk about the pigments, the major pigments which are present inside these algae. First is chlorophyll A and B. In the Chlorophyce, chlorophyll A and B is present. Okay, and this chlorophyll A and B is responsible for the green color of the grass green color of the Chlorophyce. After that, in Phaeophyce, chlorophyll A, chlorophyll C and fucoxanthin is present. Okay, and here xanthophyll is responsible, fucoxanthin, a type of xanthophyll, is responsible for the brown color of this algae. Then in Rhodophyce, chlorophyll A, D and phycoerythrin are present, and here phycoerythrin is responsible for the red color of the algae. Then food is stored in the form of starch in green algae, and in brown algae it is stored in the form of mannitol or laminarin. Mannitol and laminarin are a type of complex carbohydrate. And in rhodophyceae, food is stored in the form of Floridian starch. Cell wall is made up of cellulose in chlorophyceae. In Phaeophyceae, it is made up of cellulose which is covered with the algin layer. And in Rhodophyceae also, this cell wall is made up of cellulose. The number of flagella and the position of flagella in the spores. Flagellar number and the position of insertion of these flagella in the spores. So, number of flagella in Chlorophyceae is 2 to 8. And these are equal, means size of the flagella is equal. And position of flagella is apical, means these are present at the apex of the spores. Then in the Phaeophyceae, number of flagella in the spores is 2, and these 2 flagella are unequal, not of equal size, and these are present on the lateral position. In Rhodophyceae, flagella are absent. Okay, because these are non-motile spores here. So flagella are absent. As I told you in the Rhodophyceae reproduction part, that that spores are non-motile. Okay, so non-motile spores means flagella are absent here. Then habitat, green algae are found in fresh water, salt water. Salt water means in sea or oceans these can be found, and also in brackish water. Brackish water is a type of water which is formed by the combination of fresh water and salt water. Okay, so these can be found in all types of water. It can be found fresh water, salt water, or brackish water. Then Phaeophyceae, those are brown algae, are found in fresh water rarely. Okay, these are found in fresh water rarely. Mostly these are present in salt water, means in oceans or seas, or in the brackish water. And Rhodophyceae, these are also very few which are found in fresh water. Mostly these are also found in sea and ocean. So these are found in marine water or in brackish water. After that, this is your homework. NCERT question number 1. First part of the 5th question, NCERT question number 5. So it has 2 parts that give the importance of the economic importance of the algae and the gymnosperms. So tell the importance of algae only. Okay, and then question number 9, part 1. After that, let's discuss the homework solution of previous lecture, and I gave you one question that describe the reproduction in algae. So reproduction in algae can be of 3 types, that can be vegetative, asexual, or sexual type. In vegetative reproduction of the algae, vegetative part of the thallus develops into new individual. So here what happened? Thallus means the structure, the body of the algae. Any that is vegetative part. Okay, it develops into a new individual. It does not involve any spore formation, and there is no alternation of generations. So here spore formation doesn't occur in the vegetative reproduction. Okay, and also alternation of generation, about it we will discuss in the last topic of this lecture, of this chapter, sorry. Okay, last topic of this chapter is alternation of generation. So there we will discuss about it, that it is absent in the vegetative reproduction of the algae, and it is the most common type of reproduction in algae. So vegetative reproduction is the most common type of reproduction in algae, where a vegetative part gives rise to a new algae. Then asexual reproduction involves the formation of certain type of spores. These spores can be naked, or these can be surrounded by walls. Now each and every spore germinate to a new plant, means to form a new algae. The asexual spores may be of various types, as you have seen in the case of different types of algae like green algae, brown algae, and red algae. These are of different type, right? After that, sexual reproduction in algae. So sexual reproduction in algae, it will occur by the fusion of gametes, and this fusion of gametes will result into formation of zygote, right? Now depending on the structure, physiology, behavior, and complexity of the sex organs, okay, obviously the sex organs will be present for the formation of gametes. So that on the basis of difference in the sex organs, Sexual reproduction is of the following types. First is isogamous. In isogamous type of sexual reproduction, it is the process of union between two gametes which are morphologically and physiologically similar. So in isogamy, both the gametes, means the male and female gamete, are morphologically and physiologically are similar. Morphologically means their internal structure, and physiologically means also their inside the processes which are going on inside those. Okay, so morphologically and physiologically the gametes are similar. Then anisogamy means where the gametes are morphologically and physiologically different. Then oogamy we can say is an advanced process of sexual reproduction where the fertilization takes place between a small motile, or it can be non-motile. Okay, so small gamete will be male gamete, that can be motile or non-motile. An example is also given here for the non-motile male gamete. As I told you in case of Rhodophyce that both the gametes are non-motile. So in Rhodophyce male gamete is also non-motile. Okay, so it occurs between a small male gamete that can be motile or non-motile. So here male gamete can be called sperm or antherozoid. Okay, male gametes can also be called antherozoid in case of algae. So there will be fusion of a male gamete with a large non-motile female gamete. Okay, so female gamete is always non-motile and larger size here. So non-motile female gamete, that is called egg or ovum, fuses with the motile or non-motile male gamete here. Okay, and this is called oogamy.